You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Bachelor. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Bachelor news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Bachelor.
Woo! He loves me not. Welcome, guys, to Bachelor Season 16, Episode 4, The After Show. I'm JC, and today I am joined by two of the most ridiculous beautiful women in this room. That is...
Thanks!
We have Rachel Zalis and
Hello.
Canden Bliss.
Which one of us is getting the rose?
I haven't
Please,
determined
please,
that
please,
yet.
You know what?
Please, me.
That is a new game on this after show.
Oh,
You
great.
better show up with roses next week.
Okay, they're calling me out. I will show up
I
with
will
roses.
tear her hair out. I will push her down. I will stomp on her. Whatever it takes.
I just want a genuine love. That's all I want. That's what I'm here
Pick
for.
me. She's
We'll
the
see.
Courtney.
Yeah, I'm the badass.
Okay, on
You should
today's
have heard that.
episode, guys, we're going to talk about Courtney versus Casey, Courtney versus the world, and me
Courtney versus me.
Yes. But first off, we have to do a proper welcome to Rachel.
do.
Rachel
Rachel,
Zalis.
thank you for being with
Hi,
us.
Thank you
thanks for having me.
Now, you are the contributor to Life and Style magazine,
Yes,
correct?
I do all the TV for them. Entertainment, style, you name it.
So basically,
She's Superwoman.
I went from talking about Kim Kardashian earlier today to talking about The Bachelor. Maybe Kim Kardashian should be the next Bachelorette.
She should. Good idea.
Right?
can you imagine?
That would actually
That would
not
be
so
ratings
bad.
gold.
Ratings would be like through the roof.
I know.
No more like Ashley mistake.
And the guys would feel like, great, even if she picks me, I only have to stay in it for 2 months.
Exactly.
Like, it's like
quick fix.
No offense, I think it might just be more on VH1. Just sorry, a little more basketball wive-ish.
Not so much ABC.
Yeah. But let's start off, of course, what we're here to talk about, and Ben and his quest for true reality TV love.
Can I just say one thing first?
Absolutely
I
not.
think this was a particularly bad hair day for Ben.
That's saying a lot.
Opening shot of him on the horse with the hair.
Sweaty.
I'm like, if I was the producers of this show, the first thing would have been like, dude, your hair. Like, I don't get it.
Unnecessary roughness.
Yes!
I'm already being called
got
out.
called
There
out.
was like a yellow flag.
Yellow flag.
Thank
that
you.
just got flown in here. But don't, I mean, come on. It's
Yeah.
like all stringy.
But you know,
and-
Courtney like always raves about his hair, and I just think it's weird. Like, is there really anybody that thinks that he has great hair? It takes like 1 second for it to be like funk.
It's his hair. I thought he looked like the Stetson man. He looked like the Marlboro man on top of the
possible.
steed.
Oh my
He
god.
looks like a little kid playing dress up as this.
He looks like he'd never ridden a horse before in his life, and believe me, Lindsay and I can tell.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so he said,
The
she
funny
said
thing
tonight.
Is, Lindsay, you expect to be at the front with him.
Yeah.
She's totally
She
stayed
was like,
back
"I'm
'cause she was
embarrassed."
like, I don't want to even be seen in this posse.
Oh my God, you guys are ruthless, and we're 3 minutes in the show.
Did you see him like leap over the water, and it was like, whoa,
Yeah,
like freaking
actually-
out?
I did write that
Completely.
down.
Yeah.
I wrote down horse 1, Ben 0. 'Cause
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just, you even said it yourself. You think it was
I
like
was
his
like,
first
ooh.
time on a horse.
But all the girls were like, ooh.
My knight in shining armor.
I'm like, that is a sad night, guys.
Ben, I got your back. No, but let's talk about
He's
Utah.
cute, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
you don't look at him as like a strapping,
No.
save the day.
No.
You know, I mean, there's
And he
just
was
not.
like, I'm an outdoorsy guy, and I'm ready to show
We're
my
all giggling
outdoorsiness.
watching it, like.
So you're saying he's more Orlando Bloom as opposed to, let's say, like a
Paul
big
Walker.
or
No, Paul
that's,
Walker.
yeah, that's
He's
a
more
bad-
cars.
Paul Walker.
I just think he's
He's
hot.
no
I thought I
Vin
should
Diesel.
mention him.
Vin- no, but what she's getting at
Clint
is
Eastwood.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, he's not exactly the.
he's your beta. You would you come like the beta male, the soft spoken yet
Yeah.
strong every
I
once
mean,
in a
he
while.
makes wine, which is like, I think what he thinks as sort of outdoorsy because the grapes are outside, maybe.
Yeah.
But really, I think he's a little confused on what being an outdoorsy guy means.
Well, you know, I don't want to jump ahead too far, but I was thinking, you know, you say he's not very outdoorsy, he's not very rugged or exciting, but on his date with Jennifer, which you guys, I know you love Jennifer. It seemed to me that he wanted her to be a little more, just a little more energy.
He's a little more comfortable with those things. Like he's not as scared, maybe. But I don't know that he's the rough and tumble guy still.
I'm going to say he's 98% nice guy and 2% bad.
I love how they produce in advance. They're like, okay, what is it that's going to scare the girl the most?
Yeah.
And they make that their date. Like we're going to climb the top of the bridge because she's scared of heights.
Exactly.
I mean, it's always like so planned out.
It was just a replay from last week. The Emily date going up the Golden Gate Bridge.
She's like, oh my God, I'm scared of heights. It's like, no, crap.
But the cheesiest thing for me is how he always seems to correspond a metaphor for the actual, take the plunge with me.
Yeah.
Let's dive into the unknown. If we can climb the heights of the bridge, we can climb the heights of our relationship. And I'm like, who is writing this shit?
Yeah. That was my next question. So do you think he's fed, Mike Fleiss and the writers, they feed this to him? Yes?
Well, on their first date, Emily was doing that. Emily had two metaphors for the bridge thing, bridging the gap between two separate things. It's like, oh my gosh.
My gosh, I'm the rose-tinted glasses guy. You guys are just, you're up way too late, so you're just firing bullets now.
But and I have ammo because another female is here, and we can gang up on you.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna go head to head.
It's the gun show, baby.
Wow, I'm gonna quit while I'm behind.
Maybe she needs to go to bed.
I know. Let's get this done as quick as possible so you can get. No. Absolutely, I am such a fan. Hello, yes.
Okay, I should never wear earrings on the show. Just letting you guys know. These headphones are killing me.
Let's talk about the dates. Hello. The Rachel date.
Rachel got her first one-on-one, which I was a little bit like, don't talk. Again, I don't like her voice. I'm sorry. I want to like her so much, but her voice just gets me.
If you close your eyes, you think it's a man.
Yeah. It sounds like one of those girls that, the club voice, the morning club voice when girls
cigarettes.
They've been out to the club and it's like, I'm fine. I slept for 2 hours. That's how I feel like when Rachel talks.
Yeah. That was the most fascinating 20 minutes of television I've ever watched in my life. So pretty.
It's so romantic.
And they didn't touch their food again.
So nice.
All they said was oh my gosh, it's cool to be out here, and it's so pretty, and it's just so fun to be here. I'm just so glad to be here, and
Well, I think what Rachel said earlier, I think the producers set it up. It probably was one of the most boring dates, but I think they just really exaggerated that for just so that we could see this, and we're like, oh my God. That this is
we couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah, we were dying.
That was a good little power nap during that little interlude.
Fast forward.
I actually put a mirror in front of your nose, Rachel, just to see if you were alive.
No, there was just drool coming out.
Yeah, it was bad. But
we had to get her some truffles.
But see, that worked to Rachel's advantage because what Ben understood was that her walls are up. I'm gonna have to break down her walls, so it's gonna be a challenge.
So the fact that she came out of her shell to say that she has a shell,
exactly,
makes it okay, you can get a rose now.
Right, the less open they are, the hotter they are, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a guy thing. I'm saying for some guys, I think Ben is really, as we'll talk about later, he falls on these traps of the challenge, and he may be seduced by the outward package than what's inside.
Yeah.
So, as in Courtney and Blakely.
Hey, Blakely's been a little bit chill this week and last week.
Blakely.
But see,
I don't as much because I like her when she doesn't speak. She's very pretty, and she kind of looked a little more classy this week. So that was good.
More classy. She's the house hair colorist.
Yes. She's like the mama hair. Girl, I'm going to take care of your hair right now. I'm going to butter your whip. Let's talk about the man.
From Hooters to hairstyling. I mean, what is
JC, I'm not prepared for your tranny moments. I need to be more prepared for these.
It's not a tranny moment. I'm just giving you character.
But because I like to feed off the tranniness. I need to bring my inner tranny.
We'll leave that alone.
And only my mom is
not touching that.
Yeah, we'll leave that. No, Blakely, like I said, they made her into the bad girl 2 weeks ago, and she had one or two sound bites tonight, and she wasn't that bad at all. No. That's what I'm saying. They were just purposely they made her the bad girl, and now Courtney's the queen.
Maybe it was like a battle.
But wouldn't you be nervous if you were that girl in the house going, sure, color my hair? I'd be convinced it would come out green and fried off. You're going to trust the girl you're competing with, with your hair.
And the girl they supposedly hated just 2 weeks ago.
Right. While the other girl's sticking a margarita in her mouth.
Yeah.
Emily,
Here's the straw.
Here's your green hair color and spiked vodka, everything to get you wasted and have bad hair, and so you just do stupid things, which it worked. She did do some stupid things.
Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah, she went from front runner to just... did she shoot herself in the foot this week? You know, because everyone watching, they pretty much know, they knew what happened, you know, that Emily was the front runner. Last week, she was like a favorite.
Yeah.
Like, he was enamored by her.
Well, based on what I think we saw next week with the previews, I think she did shoot herself in the foot.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
What was
Bad
okay?
idea.
We've got to write these down, JC. We're writing them down next week. The Bachelor 10 Commandments, because we've already got like 2 or 3. The third one is never talk about another contestant on your one-on-one time with the guy.
I think those are the first 3 commandments because that's
like a lot.
Unless the guy specifically says to you, I need you to give me your opinion, but like this guy's clearly enamored with Courtney, and for her to think that she's going to be able to walk in there, throw her weight around. I mean, she's only had 1 date with him, really. Like,
right. She's hot. I'm sorry. She's
Courtney?
attractive. Yes. And I'm sorry.
I don't think she is. She's
For
a
the
washed-up model. I'm sorry.
For the purposes of the show, she's kind of
28.
the hottie of the show. Like
I think Blakely is much prettier than her.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think Lindsay's
We said
prettier,
that-
even though she wears so much makeup. I still think she's
Exactly.
prettier.
And I always tell you that. Okay, I always tell everyone. I tell Canden that Casey's not going to win,
Casey is gonna win.
and there's a reason why. Because I think she's fantastic. She is. She's not the striking model, but she's beautiful and she's sweet. She's delectable. I think I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even put into words. She's so cute. I
so
want to put her in
cute.
my pocket and take her
I know,
with me,
she's so cute. Ben should want to put her in his pocket and take her with him.
But he's attracted to legs and brunettes.
I don't know. She's gonna have to toughen out though. I mean, that girl's
Right.
crumbling faster than a graham cracker. Like,
Yeah.
if that girl doesn't like get her shit together, can I say that?
I think we just did. Yes, poop.
It says no swearing.
Okay, no, it's okay. You went there. It's all right. It's
all right.
We'll let it slide.
She's got to get it
There
together.
was a lot of F words on The Bachelor tonight. I wrote that down towards the end. It was a lot of like bleep, de bleep, de bleep from all the girls. A lot of the F words.
Was it
came
because
out.
of the battle between Emily and Courtney?
Yeah, but it was happening the whole time. The
Yeah?
whole show. I mean, mostly at the end, but I saw a lot of bleeps this episode. The
didn't
girls are
notice
getting a
as
little
much.
feisty.
I love Courtney though. This show would be the most boring show if it wasn't for Courtney. I
She
mean,
frustrates me.
she's obviously the actress model.
Yeah.
She knows what she needs to do to make Mark, like, even if she doesn't end up with the guy, like, she could end up with her own show. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I think
You
there's
think so?
definitely,
I think Bachelor Pad's a given, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, her own show.
Can you imagine what she's gonna do on Bachelor Pad? Ugh, I do not even. Want to know.
I can't imagine. You know why?
can't
Because
imagine.
I think she's gonna win.
But
Win Bachelor Pad?
but the thing is, a lot of
No,
the things she
Bachelor.
says, even though she's like somewhat horrible, like a lot of what she says is true.
Yeah.
Like,
I wrote
Not
that
here
down.
to make friends. I want to get the guy. Don't
Yeah.
talk about me. Don't.
But not only is she not there to make friends, she's purposely there to make enemies. That's the problem I have with her. Like if she was just like, if she was only focused on Ben and let the other girls just fall by the wayside, I think it would show her a class. It would show a classy her.
No, but a lot of that you're gathering from her
Mm-hmm.
private asides of what she's saying. Like, how much of it is actually her interaction with the other people?
Right, because KCS, they're BFFs, and we would have never known that until this episode.
Right. That
we
was
thought
surprising
everyone
to
hated
me.
Courtney.
That was surprising to me. But why does Courtney say things like winning and good
That's
luck,
pretty
good
bad.
luck, and like winning, huh? That's a rose. Like every time they cut to those little interviews, but where she's like, you know, in the inside room or whatever with the curtains, like every time they go there, she says something hideous or rude or just.
But like
it's
Rachel
just
just said,
not-
those are
it's not
asides.
classy.
Yeah. But she's this season's Michelle Money.
Right. Exactly.
It's the best. Like, without them, like, the show is nothing.
And
you know,
clearly-
you have no like drama, no counterpoint. And if you saw Michelle Money after on The Bachelor
what I was
Pad,
gonna
she
say.
was so sweet and no drama. Like, I definitely think they do it on purpose.
Yeah, because, and I even wrote that down. I think the girls they're threatened by her. Yes, she's one of the front runners. She's got a little swag, you know, and she's very confident about it. And that's what's turning off the women. Aside, she does say silly winning thing. I mean, but that's no reason why to hate the girl. You know?
I think it is. I think those kind of comments don't come from just nowhere. Like it comes from having literally a black soul. I think she has a black soul.
Why? Just because she goes, I'm nice, but I want to rip her head off. I want to shave her eyebrows off in the middle of the night.
I
She
just
should
want to rip
watch
her head off
herself.
and verbally assault her. Who says that you want to verbally assault someone?
It's for good TV.
It's good
Unless you are
TV.
a psychopath, you don't say those
or
kind of
an
things.
actress.
I'm not getting between two women. I bruise like fruit.
I think she's an actress.
No.
She wants to be an actress.
Yes, I think she is playing a part.
Yeah, I agree with you.
100%.
I agree with you. And that's, I think, what makes me a little sick. Like, if I don't know. It's like, why would you want to come on TV as that?
She's someone that obviously wants to. She dated Jesse Metcalf, the guy from Desperate Housewives.
Right.
She just wants
been
to
in
sleep her way to the top like
tabloids,
everybody else.
I think she's someone that likes that drama and tension and fame.
She wants to sleep herself to the sleep
These
her way to the
shows
top.
definitely launch people.
I just think she's being astute. She's being kind of sharp about it. She's going about it one way. Like Michelle Money did the same thing.
But did Michelle Money win?
She won Grand Bun.
Yeah.
Are they still together? Do you know by chance?
Or did they win Bachelor?
No, they finished second.
Oh, the second, right?
No, I meant she won his love.
The guy, he's cute.
I think he's like the best looking guy on that show's ever had. He and Ryan from
Hot.
Trista.
Yeah,
No,
Ryan's
I
still
can't,
hot.
even though I'm wearing pink.
I would take Graham.
Yeah, every woman loved Graham from what
I
I.
didn't really like him that
I thought
much.
it was
Really?
He was hot, but he just was kind of.
Are there any bachelors that you were into?
I really still like Ryan. I mean, I know he wasn't the Bachelor; he was the winner, but I still like Ryan. I picked him from day one. He reminds me of oh my gosh, Pearl Harbor, Josh Hartnett.
Okay.
Reminds me of Josh Hartnett.
What about you? A bachelor for you? Who's your dream bachelor?
Trying to think.
Okay, 3 seconds. This is
Well, I met Travis. I met Travis the other night.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was very sexy in person.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he still a doctor, or is he just now?
Yeah, he
doing
does
this?
the
is.
doctors.
He
I
does
was on the
VR.
doctors
No,
in
yeah.
September.
No, but he's doing he's doing his show, The Doctors. But is he still a doctor, like on the side?
Yeah, he said he still works in the R and stuff like that.
Wow. See, this
He's
is
pretty,
scoop we didn't
He
have
was pretty
before.
hot up close. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think he's taken them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Travis Stork is taken.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit off. Now I won't say off track, but Rachel got the rose.
Right.
For the
'Cause
most
she-
boring
I did?
date.
I'm excited.
Yes, of course. Rachel Zalis got the rose. as
Rachel
well.
Zalis got the rose.
The other Rachel.
Yes. No, you're always gonna get a rose, Rachel.
Thank you.
You come, and Canden too.
K.
Okay, just both even.
I'm Courtney. She's Casey.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have. Oh my. So that makes me Ben. So do I have to get
You
like
know
a
what?
mustache?
If you had the hair,
You could pass, kind of.
Really? So you're saying I
You
look
need
like
like
the
an-
Geico guy?
you
No
need
offense.
kind of an orangey tan though, because he was looking a little orange tonight. Did anybody else catch that?
Yeah. Well, they buffed him up, like we said, from season 1 to season 2. He's
but he
still got
looked
a little muscle.
He looked a little bit like when he was in the suit, like from here up, looked quite yellow-ish.
I did not notice.
I
I'm gonna
know.
have to
Maybe I
see
noticed everything. You
pick it
guys
up.
didn't notice the F words or the orangeness. I'm just in my own world.
Your standards and practices. That you're the girl for that. So you
Okay.
keep us on
All
track.
right, I'll keep you on
I
track.
did notice on his date with Rachel, he pointed out the beaver something.
Yeah, it was like
an
that was the most
awkward moment.
interesting. Hey, look, it's a beaver dam. She's like,
That's the
"Oh,
only one he's going to
cool."
see that night.
I missed that. Was that for the group date when they went fly fishing, or?
No, when
No.
he had his lone date with Rachel. And
When
there
they
was
were talking
absolutely
about-
nothing to talk about.
Like, oh my God, it's so pretty. It's like pretty. Oh, there's a beaver dam. Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So is Rachel gonna go far? Or is she gonna be out in the
Nah,
next?
she'll be
Nah.
out. She'll be out soon.
You think?
Yeah.
She skated by on her looks for this one.
yeah.
Okay. So once again, so Ben goes by hotness. Okay.
He
Because next, I know we want to go to the group
We
date.
need
but-
to have one of those like hotness meter things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because I instead of going to the group date, I want to talk about who someone I just don't see it, and that's Jennifer.
Really?
I don't. I've told you that before. I do not see the chemistry. I mean, okay, yes, she's the best kisser and whatnot, but I just don't see.
I
it.
did not like her on day one because I was just like, she's not as cute as some of the other girls. She didn't really have much of a personality the first few episodes, but I like her now. I think she may get in a little too head over heels, and I think it may end up with her getting hurt. But I think she's sweet, and the more I get to know her, the more I'm like, oh, I get it. She's kind of a mix between a Casey. She's not quite as sweet and innocent as Casey, but you know, I don't know. I like her. She kind of gives him, you know, little butterflies, and obviously he likes to kiss her, and maybe
I'm
that's
not
the only
buying
reason
it.
she
I'm not buying it as much
is
either.
around.
I just don't see it.
I think he's trying to look like the good guy and like, oh, she brings out the good in me and blah, blah, blah. But I think he's not as hot for the good girls as he is for the
He
other
said
ones.
Yeah.
this is the third time he's told her that she's the best kisser in the house, though.
But I said that last week.
That sounds very technical, though.
Right. You know, to give her something, because last week she was feeling a little insecure.
Right.
So he pulled her aside and he's reminded her, you're the best kisser. So she's like, yeah, she walks out, I'm the best kisser, yeah, but...
And 5
So what
seconds
does that
later, he
mean?
was making out with Blakely in the pool.
Exactly. So...
That's
That was
true.
the worst. I mean, at least let there be like a little separation
Yeah, no.
between. But he literally went from the hot tub with her, walked 5 feet, got in the hot tub with Blakely, and was making out.
So what was his
Happens
kiss?
a
What
lot.
was his kiss count tonight anyway?
I want to say 5.
Yeah,
I think it was 5.
Slow week.
I think it was
Yeah,
5.
he's no Bob Guinea.
He kissed
Oh
Nikki
my God,
twice.
Bob Guinea.
He kissed Nikki twice, which was different.
Well, I've always been saying Nikki's gonna come out later. I think.
She's starting to annoy me.
She annoys me.
She's
Yeah?
starting, yeah. I'm kind of like
Why?
over. I'm kind of like over it. I thought she
She's
was
one of
really
those like
cute,
a little
but
bit like nails on the chalkboard. Like
Yeah.
she grates on me a little bit.
Really?
she's not
Yeah.
quite as soothing as Casey. Even though Casey's bubbly and sweet, just like Nikki's bubbly and sweet, but Nikki's bubbly and sweet in kind of a like harsh way.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get it.
I'm just mad more girls didn't cry tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I
Just
like when
Emily.
there's a lot of crying, and it just was like,
Yeah, well, you noticed because last week they got into the rose ceremony only an hour into the show, so you knew a lot of drama was going to go down. And then this week it was all about the dates. It's very slow. You know, I think we've been spoiled because like the first 4 weeks
Yeah,
were
we're
just
so dramatic.
and but the show's about love.
Yeah. Well, there was a little drama. We forgot to
when did
mention.
that happen? I didn't get that
Say it with a
memo.
straight face. I'm sorry.
We forgot to mention that someone did go home early. That was a little
yeah.
dramatic, but I guess I wasn't that surprised. Samantha, which I mean, I guess I didn't really not like her or like her. She was just kind of there. But why in the world would you go from like never having said a word to him to all of a sudden assuming that you deserve alone time and telling him that? Like, of course it's going to rub him the wrong way.
We also don't know if they didn't have any alone time.
Right.
Like the way they edit it, like they could have spent time together that we didn't see.
He's probably had. I don't want to say equal time with each and every single contestant, but he's had time with each of them, very much so. We just don't see it.
That's
it
true.
Just didn't make interesting TV or a great
Obviously.
storyline. You know?
I might be that way too. Like, dude, am I going to get alone time with you or what?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't I on a one-on-one date? I get where she's coming from, but usually, like, you would only say that if you felt like
Right.
the guy was giving you a certain something and then you weren't getting one-on-one.
He didn't seem to be giving her anything.
And then Courtney did bring up the fact that when she left, that she thinks Samantha actually did have deeper feelings for him. Like,
Then everybody let on.
than
Then
what she let on. Yeah.
Who was Samantha anyway? I don't even remember her.
Pacific
Miss
Palisades.
Pacific Palisades.
Oh.
See, obviously, she didn't make a big dent. If
Nothing. Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
She reminded me of like a high school girl.
Yeah,
Like I didn't. She's what, 26? Are you kidding me? You don't act like that when you're 26 years old.
She was working it, though, in that low-cut top.
Oh yeah.
She was strutting it.
Well, she's used to that.
Sorry, okay.
Where did your mind go?
He was trying to find it. He was trying to find it in the sea of cleavage.
We lost you.
Sorry. Well,
Okay.
well, from her and from
Blakely.
and Rachel and
Rachel.
yeah, didn't Rachel have like a low cut red top at the end?
Maybe.
No, it's
That was Blakely.
Blakely was in a very low-cut red dress.
It was like red.
no, and Monica too.
And they kept flashing to it.
And
at
Monica,
the rose
but
ceremony.
yeah,
And
Monica.
Monica did too. I was like, oh my Dios mío, that was just like.
The only reason Monica was crying is because she's missing all the girls
Yeah.
in the house. I mean, like, really? She cared about leaving Ben?
Why did they drop that storyline? Because they made such a big deal out of it the first week that she
Monica,
wanted
yeah.
some. Let's be honest, some girl on girl
Some
action.
lesbian.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it was gone.
Yeah,
We're
I
supposed to
think it
forget
was
about
just like a drunken awkwardness.
I think she was just being funny.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Silly, yeah.
So, think she'll go to Bachelor Pad?
She could.
I don't know if she made enough of a mark.
Yeah, I agree. She wasn't that interesting. I think she turned into the mama bear. Before it was like she's the lesbo and now she's the mama bear.
Yeah,
Really,
I don't
it
think
was
anyone
kinda-
cared that she went home. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I mean,
wasn't
it was
like-
kind of expected, which we just told you who went home, but I'm sure most people saw it.
Yeah.
It's
no.
not like we have to wait.
Now I know anything cool about the group date, the fly
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah. Courtney obviously tried to.
She's playing to win, sure.
She's playing. She is winning. She stole him off and caught the fish, which was silly. You know, somebody planted that fish on her reel and rod or whatever. There's
I got the fish.
Oh my goodness!
Good lord.
With her
No.
little beanie on.
Yeah.
So you think they planted the fish?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me?
100%.
I don't.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Lindsay looked so pissed.
Yeah. Like Lindsay actually fly fishes.
She actually knows how to fly fish. She's like, this is my date. And then Courtney comes out with the fish. Like, no, I'm sorry.
What a master manipulator that girl is.
She is. I wrote that.
mean, like,
Same here. I think we all wrote that.
I think we all wrote that.
She played that
manipulator
so well. Like, you know, Ben, I'm just not sure that I will trust you, blah, blah, blah.
Such a piece
She made
of
him
crap.
so worried that she might leave if he didn't, like, reassure
I
her.
wrote that she was trying to scare him into
Yeah.
giving her the rose and paying her attention. And that's exactly what she did. Because when he walked off to get the rose, she's like,
Haha.
I almost thought it was a little too over the top that she was selling him on the manipulation. I thought he was going to like catch on.
I did too.
Honestly,
I hoped he would.
Yeah, I actually felt it insulting because I've lived in LA for a few years and I've met a few of these
Master manipulators.
Yeah, and you can kind of, you know, she laid it on a little thick and hook, line, and sinker. So he likes hot and
Stupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 98% good and 2% bad. But now,
Now I felt bad though because on the group date Now this was interesting too because I think there's two sides to Ben. Like we've said before, he has kind of the naughty side, but then he has the good guy that wants to grow up, I think. And we saw the naughty guy obviously and the young guy or whatever with Courtney and has the hots for her, but he took Casey aside on the group date and said, I wanted to kiss you so bad in the river or whatever, but I couldn't because all these other girls were around. And I kind of felt like when I saw him put his arm around her in the river, like there was definitely something there. And then when he takes her upstairs and he's like, you know, I'm in trouble. He said, I am in trouble, but it's a good kind of trouble. But, you know, he really likes her. And he feels like he said he feels like he's a different man with her or something. And I think that that's true. I think there's two sides to him. There's the side that likes Courtney and the side that likes Casey. And he's going to have to battle out which kind of man he wants to be.
So
I'll have no respect for him if he chooses Courtney, by the way.
I think she should not wear that oversized sweater again.
I agree. That was a bit much. Or at least pull it up. Like,
Yeah,
don't-
which is bad styling.
No, yeah, it was not.
There we
I
go.
think I need to go into that house and do like a little
You do.
bachelorette makeover.
And that's what we should talk because I know that's you're a style
stylist.
maven.
That's right.
Yes.
Maven.
I don't know. I just
I'm gonna take the girls to the mall and we'll get them
You
all
should.
done up. You know.
You should.
whose style do you like the best? Who of the girls?
Oh, actually, Michelle Money had the best style ever of all the seasons.
Yeah,
She was so chic.
she was.
She had the best taste.
She was just fantastic.
This season, I've yet to like find a girl that I think is super stylish.
And who? What about who's the worst?
Yeah, but you know what? I read that Ben. Did you hear this? Because it seemed from the last one when he was with Ashley that he liked her from the beginning, and he just said in an interview that he was disappointed it was her too, and then he wasn't attracted to her at the beginning, and then he grew to fall for her. I was surprised by that.
Well, you know, we talked about it while we were watching it. Do you think that the Bachelor made a wrong choice by picking Ashley because then it created Ben? Because these last few seasons, it created. Well, I mean,
These two creations have been.
no, because the ratings are
Their ratings are down.
They're down, and you know, and I know we've talked about it, and don't want to spoil it. If you guys don't want to spoil it, just cover your ears for a few seconds. That the next Bachelorette is going to be Emily.
Which I'm happy about.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. I think it's going to be a good season. I think people like her.
So the way it's going to go down is the guys are all going to go. I think it's North Carolina, wherever she lives,
wherever her home is.
They're going to shoot most of it there, and then when they go and travel, her mom is going to come and her daughter.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Good for her. She's like, if I'm going to do this, you guys are going to bow to me
That was
and make it
that
happen.
was sort of her stipulation.
I love it.
Well,
I
now-
think that's awesome. I think more people should stand up for themselves. Like they have a life. They're not gonna, unless you want to end up like washed up some of the rest of these bachelors and bachelorettes. Like you have to kind of stand up for yourself and live your own life.
Now, is Emily the possible Emily Maynard? Is she doing it for love? You think? Because I know she had a little TV thing going on as well. She was a little TV host for some locals, for some projects and stuff. Is she for love or is she looking for?
She doesn't strike me as someone that just wants to be famous.
Okay.
But they did say that they're going to bring Bentley back. Remember Bentley,
Of
who
course.
in Ashley's season was all he talked about was that he wanted Emily.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I think a lot
So
of guys
gross.
said that.
He's so gross. Who just? Oh, sorry.
Maybe he's a Michelle Money too. Maybe they portrayed him as the. Well, no, okay.
No, he
I can't even
definitely
save
was.
myself on that one.
No, he proved himself to be more than just a Michelle Money.
So now getting back to who got the rose for the fly fishing again?
Courtney.
I just want you guys to say that.
You just wanted me to give you the stink eye?
Yes. Because
I always give you the
Courtney's
stink
gonna
eye.
No, you were like yelling that she's Satan.
I know. I hate you.
Well, now, of course, the cocktail party. And this is where it's all at.
Well, I mean, I guess we talked about Jennifer's date.
Yeah. They went down.
They took the plunge.
Oh, yeah.
They frolicked in some water. They went to a log cabin. They made
They went to
out.
a country concert.
I'm
That was
disappointed
cute.
with the music this time. I understand this guy's a country artist, whatever, but like I feel like in seasons past, they'd have like some really big artist playing on their dates. Like the last.
Like the Backstreet Boys.
Let's give respect.
I am not singing with y'all. Performing on the North Stage, we have Rachel and Canden.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
I'm out. I'm sorry.
Tell me why.
Oh, man.
Wow. Thank you for that
That was
1999
good.
flashback. You guys are really
Yay to
good.
the 90s.
No, but a couple episodes ago, who was that guy that was performing for them? Matt something. I had no idea who that person
Matt
was.
Nathanson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't know who he was either.
Do you
I feel
think-
like I know one of his songs, but I don't know him.
Like I feel like they used to have like Josh Groban or I don't know.
Right.
Like
Did they have
like
Josh
bigger
Groban?
artists.
They have bigger artists. I think maybe
so.
people just don't want to affiliate themselves maybe to the franchise.
I don't think I've ever really known a lot of the artists, actually.
Really?
Yeah, like maybe a few, but not like consistently. Usually I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I don't know who that is.
Okay, that's cool.
You
guys
knew
had-
you knew the songs, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Of the country.
I did. I knew Clay Walker. I have his CD.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have
I
been
like
a
him.
good person on that date.
I would have. I would, because I'm a country music girl, so
Yeah.
he would have gotten me with that one.
Yeah,
Are you a
Rachel and I
good
were like,
kisser?
My boyfriend got me with.
Could you kiss as good as what's her face?
I think
the redhead.
So. Well, you need to bring my boyfriend on here and ask him.
Oh.
He got me. He got me with Keith Urban. So, of course, I
Now
almost.
that is a.
Of course, I almost chose Keith, but he was taken. Sorry.
wow. All right. We're getting sidetracked here. I got to keep the ship going here with you two, or else you guys
It's
are going
sinking. It's
Yeah,
sinking.
okay, let's pick it up.
Don't be the captain that jumps out.
Oh,
Why?
Too
Just
soon?
because
Too
of my
soon?
olive skin? Okay,
Too
fine.
soon? Too soon?
No,
So we get to the cocktail party, and Emily broke the commandments and wasted her one-on-one time talking about Courtney.
Yeah, he was pissed.
yeah.
He was
not
happy about
pleased.
that.
He defended his woman. He defended Courtney. That's right.
I like the skinny dipping teas for next
Oh
week.
gosh,
Oh.
I'm gonna be. If you thought I was fuming this week, you just wait.
That house is going to be up in arms. Finally, there's going to be some good drama again. I missed that this episode.
Casey is going to be crushed.
You think?
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's her only downfall. She's the youngest one left, I think. And she shows it by she just gets a little too jealous and she gets disheveled.
But
She
what would
loses
you
her-
do if you're like if you saw your girl like going off kissing other dudes every day?
Understand the premise that you're in. I know if I maybe I'd be of a different opinion if I was in it.
Yeah.
Now let's say if Casey was the Bachelorette, I may have to apply. I'm kidding, but if I were in it, who knows? But I think you got to know what it is. You're in a reality show. There is booze involved. They keep them up to like 4 or 5 in the
Yeah.
morning through the rose ceremony, but still keep your wits about you.
They also have like no telephone, no TV,
Yeah.
no like.
I can't imagine how much
nothing.
pent up like just emotion and like angst there
That's
is
a lot of time to be hanging out with the same chicks.
Yeah.
You know that you don't
that
really
you don't like at
yeah.
all.
that are making out with your boyfriend.
Yeah,
you know.
it's not a good situation.
I wonder how Lindsay's gonna do. I really like her.
I do too, and she hasn't really.
They had that one great date though.
Yeah, but she hasn't done anything like dramatic, like no
But
drama.
maybe that's good.
It is.
You know
good.
what I'm saying? Like
It
I
is
feel like
good.
she stayed very level-headed. She likes
right.
tunnel vision, doesn't like blinders on to the other girls. She stays out of the drama.
We talked about that, but the difference between Lindsay and Casey, they're both a little bit affected, but Casey allows it to show a lot more, and Lindsay handles it a little bit better.
Yeah, that's what's going to help her. Hence the maturity, I think. You know, Lindsay's a little bit older, a little more refined. She's been through those situations. Yeah, but
She's the one who had the boyfriend text her like, "Welcome to Dumpsville, population."
oh yeah,
U."
that was like,
Who does that?
I don't. That was hard to believe.
That was hard to believe.
Yeah, because then it would.
Nobody sends them.
Population.
Okay,
U?
so you think it's a producer bit?
I don't know. I mean,
There's got to be some truth to it. I mean,
There's
I don't
gotta
think
be,
you
but it's
can't
just-
make that up.
that's
but
just so
still,
bad.
That is bad.
All right. So
I'm surprised. I was surprised to see the trainer girl in the teaser for next week.
Yeah.
Because she just is not registered at all. Elise? Is that her name?
Yeah, it's Elise, the one that was going to make him sweat. We say it every week because we're waiting to see.
Oh, make him sweat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that's next week.
But a bump.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I mean, I think maybe he just. I mean, what was it? Her or Monica? Like, what? Come on.
Yeah, but I, like we said, they save these people
Yeah.
like for the storylines later on. Like I think Nikki's gonna have a big arc.
Looks like Elise is gonna have one.
And then Courtney's always.
You know, Casey S has kind of left the radar too, but she's so cute.
She's adorable.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
And she had pretty good style.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like,
Yeah.
I loved that shift dress with the necklace.
Yeah.
Like, she's cool.
She's cool. I mean, I hate that she likes Courtney because that makes me think less of her, but
See, there we. But that's
does.
That's what I'm saying. Courtney is not all that bad.
You can't know unless you watch
Yeah.
all the footage.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
know,
saying?
I
Like,
know, but still.
it's so carefully done, you know.
Because you do catch one or two little glimpses of Courtney being somewhat normal.
Only when she's with him, when she's trying to manipulate him. I'm sorry, I'm against Courtney, 100%.
All right,
sticking to it.
Rachel, you're gonna have to be in between us on this
Sticking
one.
to it.
'Cause I'm sticking.
He's pro, I'm against. Are you like in the middle of the ice cream sandwich?
Oh, I enjoy her full-heartedly.
But it doesn't mean that she thinks she's
Doesn't
gonna win.
mean that I think they're gonna end up together and that they should end up
If you
together.
did, I would probably not.
But I think she's a necessary evil for the house.
I agree.
100%.
It's
I
gonna be
agree.
like her versus Casey at the end, or her versus Lindsay, or Blakely versus
I think
Lindsay.
top
you know?
three.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I think
What's your top three?
Well, should we just hold off before we do?
I was
any
gonna see if he's
predictions?
gonna catch me on it.
Okay, let's toss the commercial, and we come back. We're gonna do some predictions.
Okay.
AfterBuzz TV. Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Get blown all around the world.
Who's this?
I thought this was the Love Me song. I didn't pre-screen it, so clearly not. You know, Say That You Love Me.
Say that you need me. Whatever.
But does Canden know it?
Yeah, but it's definitely not this song.
What is this,
All
like
right.
Simply Red? What is this? I don't
It is Simply Red. You're right.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
It's Simply Red, Say You Love Me. Which I
Oh.
thought it was going to be for the Say Love Me. Say
Oh,
yeah.
the
Sing it,
segment.
Phil. Sing it, Phil.
Nope.
Nice. And on the mic, we got Phil keeping up the tunes. All right, guys. So let's get into some predictions. What we're gonna see happening, since we have Rachel, we want to get her perspective of the creepy music.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
That always spooks me every
Yeah.
week, and I know it's
Love
coming.
it.
I know. I
Is
was
it
waiting for it.
Halloween? What's going on?
It's our prediction music. We spare no expense. Yeah, I think we got Hans Zimmer for it. So
Fabulous.
fabulous.
So next week they're going to Puerto Rico.
And did you catch what Courtney said when he said they're going to Puerto Rico?
She's already been there, right?
Yeah, she's
I was
like,
just
I
there.
was just there.
I was there 2 months
And
ago.
then she goes, my glass is highest. What did she say?
I don't know. She's so weird.
She's the alpha.
It's awesome.
She's so weird. I'm sorry.
All right, so they're going to Puerto Rico. We see Elise on a boat.
Elise is on a boat, which is weird. She looked pretty, but I
She
mean,
did.
but just I don't know. I'm curious.
Like I said, whenever
I
they
don't get it.
You don't get it yet? Wait till next week, because we said the same thing about Rachel up to last week. It's like they doll them up on the weeks that they kind of put the spotlight on them a little.
Yeah.
Rachel is pretty, but she's not sexy.
Okay.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, the Reese Witherspoon.
We had that conversation as well during
I
commercial.
just don't see any sex appeal in her.
Kind of dry.
Yeah.
Literally kind of dry.
So she and Ben very dry. That's
like it's just
sparks in the bedroom.
I'm not
like you know you're saying you didn't get the Jennifer or whatever, but she has something very sparkly about her. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She sparkles when she smiles, just like Casey.
Okay.
Not as much as Casey, but
I will give you that. She is. She's a sweetheart. She seems like she's there for the right reasons. She seems genuine and whatnot. I think there's something missing in the end that if he has a choice between, let's say, Courtney, Casey, or Nikki and Jennifer, I just think Jen's not going to make it. She's
I agree.
Gonna be cut out.
I can see that.
Call it my own bias. I'm sorry.
I can see
against
that.
redheads. Or
so
something.
who's your top 3?
My top 3 are Casey, and I've always said that. I've said this since week 1. Casey, Lindsay, and I think I'm split between Courtney and Blakely.
I'm with you on that.
I think because I think they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
However, Blakely's age, unfortunately, I think will come into effect.
I think it'll be Courtney, unfortunately.
I think those 3: Lindsay, Casey, Courtney.
Yeah. I think top 4 is going to be Jennifer. I think Jennifer's going to make it to the top 4. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. Unless Nikki comes out of the blue or something like that, or
Nah.
I just don't. I'm just not seeing it anymore in that. So yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
think
we'll
we're
hold
kind of on
Yeah.
the same page, although I'm not happy about it, and I'm definitely not going to be happy. I'm not going to be here next week in person because I'm going to be out of town. But you're going to see,
really?
you're going to see my perspective. I'm going to send you guys a video so that you can have me right there.
What'd your mom think about this week?
My mom said it was boring.
Yeah.
But next week's gonna be a lot more interesting, and if you thought I was fuming this week, you better see me next week with the skinny dipping thing. I'm not gonna be okay with that.
Oh.
I don't do nudity
But why
on
shouldn't
TV.
she do what it takes to get ahead? It's a game.
I
It's
love
competition.
This is fantastic. No, because I think you both are right, but you both are coming in with a totally different perspective, and Courtney's in it to win it, and I know
I
you
just
have
don't
your
approve.
morals.
I don't approve at all. Like, yeah,
Right.
I'm probably like not quite on my moral compass just by watching this show, but I do think that I think there's a standard, and I think it's just disgusting.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, next week, we're all going to sit on the same side.
No,
because
I thought you two were gonna go at each other.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to be in between the two of them, and just next week.
I take kickboxing, all right?
Oh my God, guys, make sure now.
I'm gonna do my kickboxing moves on the tape next week.
Now, guys, make sure to tweet
honestly,
us.
I just don't think, how earnest can you be going on this show? You're going on a reality show to get engaged. I mean, come on.
Take off your clothes.
If you really want to do it and be normal, go in real life and date someone. But
That's
if
true.
you're going on the show, play it to its full, you know?
I'm not getting in between these two women for the Bachelor After Show. Canden, where can they find you?
At Canden Bliss and CandenBliss.net.
And Miss Zalis,
At Rachel Zalis.
and once again, I'm the Everyday Man. And do not forget to find us at AfterBuzz TV. And we'll see you next week, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Adios.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.